Peace, peace, peace. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? We are in the building. All right. Now, hold on a minute. Get me here. Messing with that's what it is. Messing with my goddamn chair over here. Ah, all right, all right. So, as you can see, I had to write down at the bottom here, right? Trayvon Martin was shot 10 years ago today, right? 3 weeks after his birthday, right? So, for today, I will be spending a lot of time, bringing up Twitter and letting Twitter rock out, giving the shout outs to Trayvon Martin. So every once in a while, you might even see my face disappear on this episode because, Twitter allows you to put up pictures and such. So when the pictures come up, they could block my face. You know what I mean? But I really don't mind. Pardon me. Let me move over just a little bit, just in case. Just try to give it a little space. You know what I mean? So, and let me also say, I'm gonna do stuff on Trayvon Martin, but I'm the type of person that I don't really respect a lot of the trend chasers, like people that will give a shout out to Trayvon Martin today, but when everybody else is around, they don't. You know what I mean? Like, and I don't mean just into that person. I mean the acknowledgement of the people, the struggle. You know, we acknowledge that, we have a internal problem. Every time, situations like this come up, we're quick to say, yeah, but what about black on black crime? Like in a way to deflect, these situations. So me myself, I spend a lot of time on both. I never, mention this, white on white, this white on black thing and exit out black on black. Never. Even for myself, some people might say, nah, it's not a justification for any reasoning that I offer. And some things I don't offer a reason to. I just admit that, I was dark. I was in a dark space at that time. And so I always try to understand people, in a dark space. Like maybe they're not hateful towards their people. It's just that the onslaught that they got from their people makes them fight back. And then eventually that's considered black on black crime. You can only be pounded in so much into accepting white culture. That's majority of black on black crime, whether it be, fighting because, you ain't got certain clothing or that's all, for white acceptance, you know? So, pardon me, I'm about to grab some of this. Oh, by the way, I know I haven't done this in a minute, but this one actually blows smooth. There go Trayvon right there. Peace, brother. Let me just show this right here. This is, I don't know if y'all can see this. Let me push that up there. Cereal milk. You know? Had some yesterday. Should have me out there. So, anyway. Right. Let's get into some of these stories. Like I said, I'm gonna touch on the Trayvon Martin thing, but I really just want, the groupies and all of that to get their shine as I point out the reality of Trayvon Martin situation and others through history taking place right now. Meaning that the struggle ain't over, the shit, it ain't even start yet. You know, a struggle meaning that you still resisting, you fighting back to some degree. You know what I mean? So, hold on, let me see. It's saying I'm offline, so I don't know how that works. Hold on a minute here. I'm looking at my Twitch feed real quick. So, all right. All right, here we go. I'm just seeing if it comes up. They're saying I'm offline there, so I don't know. Let me go on to my other computer. I'm on two different computers right now, so hold on a minute here. Bring up this Twitch. Like so on this, no, I'm live on this, so you know, as long as I'm good on this, we good, we good. How's the people doing out there? I don't got no viewers on Twitch right now. They might not like the topic, you know what I mean? Some of these topics, some of these people ain't built for it. You know what I mean? So let me go over here, pull up some of these articles. Well, some of my notes on the articles. All right. Slide over here. I want to lead the Trayvon Martin thing up for about as long as I can. Let's pull it down. Pittsburgh man who recorded himself saying N-word pleads guilty to murder of black man. Right? Jordan Rocco, a 28-year-old white man, was heard saying a racial slur several times on the night he stabbed 24-year-old Dolan Cameron Jr. to death. Rocco was bar hopping on Pittsburgh's north side when he recorded a social media video about playing a game on how many times he could say the N word to bartenders before getting kicked out. And this reminds me of Joe Rogan. You know, how many times can you say it acting like it's nothing before you get the backlash? I go through this all the time with them suckers on Discord. A lot of them little punk bitch white boys, you know what I mean, use the word and then try to argue you down with, oh man, you being, all like, cause you online. You know what I mean? So I just straight up disrespect them, throw hot dogs and all of that. Tell them if I get my hands on you, which I mean, if you know me, if I get my hands on you, it's only popping. So I'm not playing when I say those things. If I catch you, it's on. Just know that. Don't think that, you know, just because you throw one out hollow ass insults, which I don't believe. I believe you these type of guys. I believe when you get off of those sites, this is what you go and do. So I let you know. You come across me, I'm gonna give you exactly what you think. You know? I'm just letting you know that. Before getting kicked out. That's why I don't play none of that questioning me shit about, saying the N-word and all of that. Listen, man. You can do what you want, but just don't think you're gonna have a conversation with me about it. We're gonna be scrapping over it. You're gonna have to do me like him, or I'm gonna do you like him. But we is not gonna hold no conversation about the word. None. That's it. If I can't get to you, I'm gonna curse you out. If I can, then we handling that. But there's never gonna be a time where we gonna hold that conversation. If it's online, I'm gonna just disrespect you like you think you disrespecting me. But if you think that we're gonna play that game, how many times you could say it and this, okay, just know I see these type of things, so I'm prepared to give it to you first. Anytime I hear people say the N word and thinking that it's a game, these are the type of people I think about. And so in my mind, I'm naturally going to react in self-defense. Because the minute you question me on it, I'm thinking you him. So y'all just better be prepared. Everybody's not playing with you. Some of us think, hey, well, that's what you thinking. These are the type of people I see doing that. So most likely, if I drop my guards, you're going to do it to me. So I'm going to get you first. So don't think I'm one of them people you coming up on and asking anything about the N-word and who can say it and who can't. Right then and there, you getting fucked up. Right then and there. It's not ever going to be a question. Asking me about it is just like saying it to me. I don't know other black people. Other black people, they easy going. I'm not one of them. Because I know that this could be the end result. So I'm going to fuck you up immediately. Don't ever question me about it. Don't even say, people say the N-word. I don't give a fuck. Don't ask me about an E-R or A or H or any other way. Because as far as it's coming out of your mouth, it's all the same. So I don't give a fuck. I don't know one white person that I would allow say that to me. Not one. I don't know one white person that can sit around me and conversate with me about it, even, saying N-word. You don't even have to say the word. Just conversating with me about the N-word, and I might want to slap the shit out you or spit on you or something. That's real facts. Like if you even came to me and said, yeah, and you could be talking to me as a friend, and I still want to spit on you. Don't fucking talk to me about it. Go find somebody else to talk about that shit with. Because I see this. And this is how I advise every black person supposed to be. Don't have no conversation about the word. Anybody, I don't give a fuck if it's a reporter. They'll slap the shit out of them, spit on them, do whatever the fuck you need to do to let America know we are not playing with you. So even if I'm in front of a newscaster, I'm going to do it because I want America to know. No fucking body is talking to me about it. So having a conversation with me, do not do it in my face. You better Skype or some shit. But do not think you're going to put a microphone in my face and ask me about anything about that and thinking it won't be a response to you too. Because I'm assuming you this type of dude, you a Joe Rogan and you just trying to fuck with me. That's just how I feel. With a message from Rocco, also from that night, that read, this is not a game that we do. We need to be able to beat these niggas up, according to the Tribune Review. Prosecutors also cited another text message from the night in which Rocco snapped a photo of his boots and sent it to a friend with the caption, Carolina nigga stompers. Right? Just understand this. After getting denied access to a bar, Rocco encountered Cameron and a friend walking down the street, according to witnesses. He then started a confrontation with the two men before squaring up with Cameron for a fight. In the fight, Rocco stabbed Cameron in the neck and took off. Police said Cameron died in the street. Rocco was arrested after trying to ask police for a ride. I want you to understand that right there. Just understand that. Black people don't even want to be stopped by the police because even then they could be a Rocco. You see, in every uniform that y'all have, it's still you. So to us, it doesn't make a difference. That's why I get mad at black people when they spend so much time fighting each other. Like if you know me, I fought my people, but I've never really been around them because of that fact. Because of the fact that you constantly got to fight black people, I stay away from black people. I love black people due to the fact that I'm black. Not because of black people. Because black people don't even fucking love themselves. So I don't love black people in the sense of the culture and, the drug dealing, the rapping, and I don't love black people. All of that shit I don't love. I don't watch hood movies. You would think I do, but I don't. Like I'm not interested. I never seen The Corner or what's that shit? None of those fucking shows. I was in the streets. Fuck, I need to be watching something that I'm trying to fucking get away from. I don't need to install that in my brain. I'm trying to get the fuck away from this shit. The last hood movie I seen, I believe it was like Minister Society. So like South Central and all of that shit. I saw pieces and said I'm good. Never watched the whole complete thing. Because it's just the constant bombardment of self-hate. While we got to go up against these people who could stab you and go to the same system that he's supposed to be fearing after that situation. He can literally go to them and feel comfortable. We can't drive down the street, show a license that says you can have a gun without the cops pulling the gun out on you. Due to this, the article yesterday, where we talk about the young lady, back in 2019, and again, it was this level of disregard for her because when that officer, discipline record comes up, none of that is mentioned. And this is what I mean about it doesn't matter what situation black people go in. This is why CRT is mandatory. Just to show, our people. It ain't really for you. We know you know. We use CRT, and far as my opinion, right? CRT is supposed to be used in order to explain to black people, listen, you're not fucking imagining shit. And so stop fucking fighting each other. And that's what they fear. They fear the fact that it's that you will be able to look at each other and go, yeah, you right, whenever somebody pointed out, instead of sitting there scared, tucking their tails, going, well, and finding any excuse to team up against your people. That's what CRT is for, in my eyes, to install this unification of, yes, that's racist, and we're going to stand together and call you out on it. Because without that, black people are afraid to call out racism. They just go on and go, well, pull up your bootstraps and all that shit that white people tell them because they feel nobody is listening. So sometimes it don't even be that they coons or cowards. It's just that they gave up because you talking to a bunch of people who are coon and cowards. So you just give up. You just say, fuck it, yeah, you right. So I make excuses for them. I know that there's some that if the situation occurred and things, popped up, they're gonna come and hold it down. So I don't think everybody is the weak links. Not all black people. Not all black people are in pursuit of white America for white America. Some people are in pursuit of white America for black America. So I don't look at everybody in white America and say, in black skin and say, nah, they not for the people. But even those are more silenced with the other ones who tell, man, yo, listen, man, you getting that money, dog. Don't worry about it. And then they go back to realizing that they don't have no comrades even in that area. I'll be back in a second after this break. Let me roll up real quick. Right? Let me pull this article back up. I didn't. I had that going while we was on break, but it's okay. That's Trayvon Martin. All right. Pull this up. All right. Let's get back to this article. Like I said, I'm gonna keep the Trayvon Martin thing up there. You know, I'm just reading off the article. I ain't gotta really follow, but I like to let it be known where I'm getting this information from. All right. And he asked police for a ride home. Understand that. Like I said, we're in America where black people, I just read an article where a 40-odd-year-old lady driving home, right? Just because she had a license that said, she had permission to hold a gun, to carry a gun, the police backed out on her. I'm a law-abiding citizen telling you I have the right to carry a gun, and you pulling a gun out on me for that reason. But white America can be so comfortable that they kill you. And they'll go to the same system that's supposed to be helping you, but I help them. Think about that. Think about that. Pardon me, I'm about to put a little more in here. As you sit around and you contemplate the things that's in front of you, these are the things that you're supposed to really be contemplating. Seriously. You're supposed to say to yourself, man, this motherfucker stabbed somebody. You're supposed to be trying to get away from the police in most cases. He said, you know what? I want to go to the police and have them take me home. If that's not evidence of the police, the concept of race, and what authority means to the different sides. What it means. But yet you don't want critical race theory. That's too much, right? We got the brother right here, Trayvon Martin. We got him. We going through all of this, and nah, right? That's too much, right? That's too much. We all of the evidence, but if we talk about it, that'd destroy this great fabric of America, right? This would destroy it. Keep that in mind. Rocco pleaded guilty Thursday to third-degree murder with no sentencing agreement attached to the plea. Understand what this is saying, okay? The maximum penalty is between 20 and 40 years in prison. And Rocco will be sentenced June 2nd. So that means everybody in the Pittsburgh area, outside of the Pittsburgh area, anybody who comes across this information is supposed to be on them. Writing out there and being like, "Now, what the fuck are you talking about? This man deliberately went and killed somebody. Everything tells you that he was out that night to get it on. He accomplished his goals, then go to the police, and y'all turn around and say, you know what? We'll give you 20 to 40 years maximum." So at the maximum, he'll get 20 years. But do you think the same judge who's, watch this, let me finish reading this, right? Question this judge now. For this reason, shortly after the killing, the Southern Poverty Law Center examined Rocco's social media page and found he was a fan of several racist, alt-right, and Nazi-adjacent accounts. Activists lobbied for hate crime charges at the time, but they were never filed. Right? So as we look over here and, we see, the brother Trayvon Martin, for black men and boys haven't diminished in the years since Trayvon Martin was killed. That's right. The disdain, the disdain for blacks, men and boys haven't, you know. We mourn and we remember the life of Trayvon Martin, who was murdered 10 years ago today. So as we look at this, we got this brother here, right? And we know what's going on in this case. How do we celebrate things like Juneteenth? Like, these be the things that I got a problem with my community with. Like, my community don't like me because I point a finger at them and they think that hate is at them. That hate is at, look at all the stuff you do to us for them. And then you make people like me fighting you for all of the fucked up shit you do directly or indirectly as the bad guy. I'm labeled the bad guy because I'm willing to tell you that you fucked up. And I'm willing to have to fight you because I know that's what I'm gonna have to do for telling you you're fucked up. I cannot tell you you're not fucked up due to the fact that I gotta be around you. I don't want to be in a fucked up situation, so why wouldn't I tell you that? People would tell me whenever they're in pursuit of white America all the things I could do to fuck up their pursuit for white America. I could do stuff and they will let me know, yo, you know what? That's not beneficial for white America. Black people. But I cannot tell black people what's beneficial for black America because I'm not in pursuit of white America. The only way you could tell black America was good for black America is if you were in pursuit of white America. And pursuit of white America means, yo, fuck black niggas. So when do you able to tell black people? Because if we look at it on individual basis, sure, black people can advance. But each one of those are being an island of sharks waiting to eat them. None of them is in this community of blackness. That's just a fact. You don't have to believe me. You could go look in America and see it for yourself. Let me see what else we got here. Anonymous declares war. Hold on, let me take this down real quick. Sorry there. All right. Anonymous, hold on, declares war against Russia, starting a cyber war. All right. I could bring Trayvon back up. I just wanted y'all to see that headlines. Okay. The famous collective of cyber activist Anonymous has entered the geopolitical conflicts between Russia and Ukraine and has declared war against Russia after the country's invasion of Ukraine. Through their social media channels stating the anonymous collective is officially in cyber war against the Russian government. I don't know who Anonymous is. So I'm hesitant on um giving them props. I'm not saying that this isn't a noble thing and they have never went after noble causes before. I'm just saying it's scary. You know, to know that there's somebody out there who can be a hero, but also possibly be a villain. You know what I mean? Like, I don't never put my hands in anybody that we don't know where they stand. I mean, I can judge you off the things that you have stood for so far, but that's only what you put out. We don't know what part of me. I got this damn. Told you, man. Every damn time I do this recording, I go through this, man. I go through this. I don't know if y'all can hear it, but like, hold on. Let me. Yeah, hear that sound? That shit loud as fuck, right? Hold on a minute. Let me put on some music real quick here. Yeah, I just wanted to put that there because it's better to hear a little music in the back than that shit. I guess they doing construction because my ground is shaking. They only like, I don't know why would you wait till right now? You had all fucking day. I could be quiet. And all of a sudden, like he's going, just pushing the engine like he knows I'm fucking talking or something. But I ain't got nobody watching, so I don't know. The anonymous collective official cyber war against Russia. Anonymous steps up hacking efforts against the Kremlin. Shortly before Anonymous announced their intentions to scale up operations to cyber war, various hackers within the collective took down the website for RT, a Russian state media channel, and other Kremlin-related sites have also been attacked, including the Ministry of Defense. In the coming days, Anonymous plans to continue the operations, and some believe Russia could see attempts to steal sensitive information in acts that has been applauded by many followers on social media. In addition to conducting their own attack, it seems that Anonymous has also been leaking Russian military intelligence that they have collected or prompting what is being reported in the media. On the 24th of February, the collective tweeted that the Kremlin planned to invade Kiev within the next 96 hours. This is not the first time that Anonymous has involved itself with an international conflict. In past years, the collectives have launched attacks against the Ku Klux Klan and Islamic extremist groups. So on this is like, yeah, we can't act like Anonymous. I can't act like Anonymous has never did any good deeds. So I'm just saying inside of their plotting and doings, clearly they've been prepping and doing these things way before this. Meaning that if they jump in action now and they can automatically get into these things, that means they already been there. Don't sleep on that. And that's what I'm talking about. The unseen. You know, that's what I'm talking about. The unseen. You know, I could try. I think they stop, so I can go back. All right, turn up this music so when my intro come back on, it can be up. Okay, and other groups. They have also exposed various high-profile celebrities, leaders, and business owners who were connected with Jeff Epstein and the sexual trafficking of minors. So on this alone, you got to give them props. I got to give them props. You know what I mean? It's not like they haven't, been official. It's just that, within that organization, we don't know, it's anonymous. So we don't know what's the end game. I never look at the like right here. I'm looking at all the stuff I don't see, and I'm looking at how you able to do things at a moment's notice. That's something you really need to pay attention to as well. While you're giving somebody the props, don't underestimate what you bigging up. Reports show Russia has also been engaging in cyber warfare. Shortly before the full-scale invasion of Ukraine, the Kremlin had perpetrated various cyber attacks against Ukrainian government websites. After the Russian military began firing ballistic missiles at various strategic military targets in Ukraine, President Vladimir Zelensky, uh, Zelensky, right? Zelensky government reported additional cyber attacks, which had long been suggested would form a part of the Kremlin plan. During these attacks, some private entities, including banks, were also targeted. Uh, and so, I also wanted to bring up a couple of the effects of this war. This ain't the only thing that's actually taking place, right? The FTX CEO, Sam Bankman Fried, says the crypto exchange gave cash to all of its Ukrainian users. They sent them $25 a piece, I believe. And that's really, which is good. I'm not downplaying that at all. But it comes due to the fact that customers of banks targeted by Russian sanctions are unable to use Apple and Google Pay. So they don't even have money in a sense because they locked out. And that's on both sides. So if the Ukrainians are going through their situation and they're locked out, that's where the rest of these little articles is going to play a part, right? Anger explodes at Germany, Italy, and Hungary over Europe's failure to cut Russia off from SWIFT payment network. I'm about to take a break in a minute. So, yeah, I just keep going. Angry, and that's due to the fact of, like I said, if you cut in, here go the world. The world wants you to cut them off so they can't fight. But there's a system that says, yo, what about all of the people that's there that doesn't even want that to happen? So you have like this this catch-22, you know? And so computer and this is also a couple of more stories. Computer chip industries began halting deliveries to Russia in response to U.S. sanctions, right? Patreon suspends Patreon suspends donation page for nonprofits giving body armor to Ukrainian army. We'll get to that in a second. Pardon me one second. I'm gonna just put me on my advertisement screen real quick, just so I can grab something. 3.3 seconds. We back. Just had to grab my Bluntvilles real quick. Oh, we don't do the Dutches. I'm not calling. I'm not calling no Dutch my master. First, I ain't calling nobody my master. I'm damn sure not calling the Dutch a master. And those were one of the three major exporters of slaves during the transatlantic slave trade. So you're not gonna get it from me. You know, that's not gonna happen. You're not gonna play with me like that. Okay, so like I was saying, Patreon suspends donation page for a nonprofit giving body armor to Ukrainian army. And that's because Patreon does not support passing money for violence and all of that. So even if it's to help the Ukrainians, morally, fine. But ethically, as far as business and all of that, they're not allowed because it goes against their stipulations. Like way before the Ukraine, there's like no special stipulations that separate in certain reasons why they would allow that. So Patreon basically had to, give them their money back. You know, how you doing, brother Trayvon? How you doing, Trayvon? You see the brother right there. But I can't be talking about all of these other people and not give props to one of my people. You know what I mean? That's just not how that works. Not in my book, at least. Let me take some time here, lay some of this out. Like I said, call me out in March because I'm not blowing it down for the whole month of March. If you see me lighting up, call me out. Say, you call me a junkie or something. Social media junkies, that's what some junkies stand for, social media. So let me put it up real quick, right? Now you seen that social media right there. That was the heart with the junkies. Hold on, matter of fact, I got the let's see. 1, 2. Okay, yeah. Um I thought I had it on one of these and shit. Let me see. Um I thought I had it in there. I don't know where I had it at. But anyway, that's my social media junkie. See, none of these is on there. See that? Nope. Okay. Just had to check. Oh, anyway. Yeah, so these sanctions in the body armor part, I'm just looking at the body armor part. Now the body armor part, like I said, I it's like I get it on both sides. You wouldn't want nobody suing you because you acted like, because you know there's gonna be somebody, oh word, so Patreon was letting them do that, and next thing you know, that opens up a can of worms for people to use Patreon as a way of distributing to organizations and whatnot, and that's a slippery slope nobody wants to go down. You know what I mean? Pardon me here. It's that cereal milk. Eh. And like I said, these are the things where we can relate to the world's problems, not our problems as far as black people is concerned. You know, um, it's a European war. They don't ever involve themselves in the conflicts of Africa and trying to resolve that. Anytime they coming in there, they either trying to start it or profit from it. So if we can't profit from this, it ain't our fucking business. As you can see, I don't do the soakums. There should be no reason my fucking my fucking blunt should be fucking dripping. You know what I'm saying? Peace. Peace, Trayvon. Much love, brother. Um, so yeah, like I said, this is just wanted to give you some little extra on the breakdown of Russia and the sanctions and how it's being affected to other people. But let's talk about Rifle-Toting GOP. That's grand old what's that shit? Party. The grand old party, Republican candidate says he'll do whatever it takes against Dems. Dems is Democrats. All right? So this man is vowing to do whatever it takes. Just like how what's your boy? Young Pharaoh. He was another one like that. Vowing to hold it down for them. You know, just know that. Just know that. Swore he go after Trump. I mean, Obama. He said, "You touch Trump, we gonna go after Obama." That's what he said. That's what he said. All right, so let me have to grab a lighter real quick. Um, Republican U.S. House candidate J.R. Majowski was has created a campaign ad in which he carries a rifle and says, I'll do whatever it takes to stop Democrats and return this country back to its former glory. Now, let me take down Trayvon real quick. Pardon me, brother. But this right here, you can see I underlined it. You know, see that right there? Former glory. I'm gonna just leave it there. We're gonna go through the story and you tell me what is this former glory. Okay? Hold on. Let's go. Here he go right here. All right. That's his Twitter screenshot. The ad has received criticism from seemingly advocating political gun violence against political opponents. Similar criticism has been directed in the past towards current Georgia Representative Majority Taylor Greene and former Alaska Governor and Vice President candidate Sarah Palin, both of whom are also Republicans. Hey, 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 take it how you want it. Take it how you want it. If you can't see the growing trend within both of these parties, this is why I say for black people, none of that shit is for us. And this is why, again, I'm in beef with my people because they're still arguing about both sides. They think you gave up when you say, I don't want to participate in that. Let's go do our own thing. They think you gave up. They think you don't matter no more. You don't count no more. Because the white man is the only thing that they know. So you can't say, nah, we're going to do this over here. We're going to do that over there. They're going to look at you like, no, we not. And even if you go over there and do that, we not. So it's not happening. You just some dude over there doing that. You know? This is what we are up against. Like I said, I don't never talk about one side without having to point out the ills within. And that's what makes you have the enemies within. Because you're never supposed, in the black community, yo, we don't do that around them. You know, or the enemies or whatever, man. We handle that when we get back. No, because every time you go out, that's what you're going to do. You're going to cause all the problems we got to go handle. And then when we get back, I ain't trying to hear that. So, no, we handling this all right here out in the open. You're clarifying everything. That's how I do it. I don't play a side. I don't argue for one side and not the other. Shit, we got to clarify it all around. And I'll let you know, yeah, you know what I mean? I spent a lot of time fighting my people as well as I spent a lot of time fighting them. So my record is clear. I got proof on both sides. I had to fight. If I'm so busy fighting over here, you know I'm mad at myself and every fucking body I had to fight on this side. I'm mad even at me for having to fucking turn that way because I just couldn't let nobody keep punching me in the back of the head. While I'm trying to get the fucking person over there, I got mine over here punching me in the back of the head. And here I gotta turn around and go fucking address that. So of course I'm mad. I'm mad I wasn't green or some shit like that. Then at least the blacks would know I'm not after you. You know what I mean? And we can have the clear understanding of what racism is, because even if I'm not black, you're going to still come at me because I'm not white. So if I could be green, yellow, purple, orange, I don't give a fuck. I'd be it. Just to show that, listen, I don't want no problems with y'all. Y'all clearly got something going on inside. So I don't want to be a part of that. But I'm still having to go through all of the things that system is set up against them, because I'm that too. So I'd rather be it orange or green or something, so that way, that's all I'm fighting for. I'm only fighting for the purple people. I don't want to fight for the black people no more, because black people don't want to fucking fight for themselves. They just want to fight each other. And then when you fight, the white motherfuckers look at you like, yeah, you just like the niggas you fighting. And you like, nah, man, I don't even want to be on both sides. I don't fucking like y'all because y'all kissing white ass. And I don't want to be like them because they'll kill you to get where white people are at. I just make you mad by telling you the truth. I did a lot of bids and most of it was by myself. So clearly I wasn't fucking with my people like that. Every time you see me in situations with my people, it was organizing and starting with the oppressor. Right? Look, here go my see this? Hold on. Oh, that's my book. Hold on. See this? This is my rap sheet. All right. This is me going to a supermax prison out in Connecticut. It's called Northern. It's the only supermax in the state. You know? This is me getting sent to Attica. Once again, you can see riot, guilty. You know, this is what, I've been up against. Fighting, yo, you could tell your people anything about hate towards each other and they'll fuck with you. Yo, you tell your people, listen, I really ain't got no energy for fighting my people, and you'll start noticing nobody want to know you. Because it sounds like you fighting them. Because everything that you have a beef with is everything that they love. So they assume that you got a problem with them. And you like, nah, I got a problem with what you love. Because what you love is only internal. As far as the damage, you love everything outward and you love to do everything to your people to get that. And so, when I see these type of things, these articles and whatnot, I'm like, man, what's the matter, man? Like, I show you, like, real talk, man. I could go through my whole rap sheet, man. I banged out more with the oppressor, but they'll always hold up Yeah, but you did this in your community without realizing that that wasn't my choice. That wasn't by choice. It was choice through situation. Somebody threatens your life. Yeah, sure, you got a choice, but that situation might call for certain choices to have a lower percentage rate of being chosen. It's still a choice, but the percentage of that being chosen based on availability to do so, right? Look at Fresh Prince. You go, you get ran down, all of this, got to carry all of these. He had be the gun, the whole thing, all of this stuff. And the only thing that saved him was he happened to be fortunate enough to have some family in a real good place. And the teachings of the Fresh Prince is an ill teaching. So I'm gonna get into that on another level, but so I'm gonna leave that alone. But just think about that. This is what's on your plate of how you can escape. There's no other way for you to escape. And then you got to grab that opportunity and leave all of that other stuff behind. So white America is the savior. It's like the ASPCA rescuing dogs to go put them asleep. You know what I'm saying? Think about that. The ASPCA rescues animals, but they also put them to sleep. He says, right, this is his statement, okay? Now, these are the people, Sarah Palin, the stuff that they did, right? We're going to get back into Sarah Palin in a minute. Democrats are pushing instability, environmental solutions that waste taxpayers' dollars on useless government subsides that are killing our jobs. Majorski, who is running to represent Ohio, says in his ad, the working class takes the hit, not those limousine liberals. It's simple. Their reckless mission will undoubtedly destroy our economy. Right? Now, pay attention. As you can see, I've turned everything that I want you to really pay attention to red, right? Democrats are pushing instability environmental solutions. What are these solutions? We're going to get to that. That waste taxpayers' dollars, right? So now he's talking to those who still sustained within the market after all of this stuff that's been taking place. All of those other people have jumped into the limousine, liberals now, you know, because this is, the ones who he's talking to, right? Because he's talking about the working class takes the hit. Understand that. Never, take that out. Like, even when you look in California and you see all of those people on Skid Row and all of these places all over the nation, remember, at one point in time, he was talking to them as well. Now he's talking about them. Just keep that in mind. Understand. Remember, California was balling. California was balling. You see a lot of Hollywood starting to move out and, come over to the East Coast and, you know what I'm saying? So Hollywood has taken a hard hit. Hollywood has taken a hard hit. California then would be taking a hard hit. That's a fact. If California, if Hollywood gets affected, I think like 50% of California gets affected based just off of that. That's just, I mean, if I'm wrong, let me know. I'm saying, sure you got Silicon Valley and all that, but I'm telling you, like, Hollywood is like, I don't know what LA, that whole thing. It's like New York City to the, you know what I mean, to shit, the East Coast. That's why New York has always been a target. Because you could be damn near anywhere around that shit. And motherfuckers is overlooking that. Be in Connecticut, what's that? Where's that at? You be like, yo, that's right next to New York. I'm like, where? It don't know none of that shit. You know what I mean? So let's continue this on. And it says, right? We're all losing our country in every classroom, CRT, in every county, right? Through the the policings and all of that, right? Because it says right here, every police station, meaning that they're getting the blacks in there, and every company, and with every illegal vote. Their agenda is bringing America to its knees. It says, Majorski says in a voiceover. I was just caught on that. Just think about the knees. Colin Kaepernick. So you think about all of these talking points, which was said in little pieces that are connected to so many other bigger arguments that they stand on. And this is where you get the script writers and all of that, your speech writers and all of that. To make sure they hit all of the touching points by key phrase words. So yeah, they're still practicing the same chicanery, the same Freemasonic practice. So don't let them fool you and think that is any different. They're shifting you, whether it be through quote unquote toxicities, you know what I mean? Or through this cleansing. We're going to put these people over here. You understand what I'm saying? So on one side, it's holding on to certain traditions, but proving how racist those traditions were. You know what I'm saying? Wow. Questioning, do you want to embrace the new direction? It's like, do they want to hear middle ground? Like, because to the racist, it's like really, what is there to talk about? You gonna automatically make people walk away from you or join you. Like all of the people that you see over there, you understand what's going on. Now on this side, you like just because I ain't on that side, I don't know if I want to associate with this side either. You know what I mean? That's why I said sometimes I just wish I was like green or purple or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Some other shit. You know what I mean? No theater twisted. I love being black. I'm just saying in these situations, you want to be able to go, hold on. Because y'all keep trying to attach everything with black. Y'all put everything before black. I'm black first. So I need something to say, listen, I'm black first. So for me is black, red, and green. It's not red, black, and green. You know what I'm saying? The black guns first. You know what I mean? So that's just me. You know what I mean? So with that, you be so ready to like wish black was a different color, just so you can show all of these motherfuckers you not representing this. You representing the agendas that they fighting. You know, like say this person over here got agendas and you can see them clearly. These people are gathering an army based off of just simply pointing that out. And inside of that, you relinquish what you are. You fighting for the cause. So relinquish yourself, relinquish your blackness for the cause. And how do you do that? You promote we're stardust, melanated. We're not black. Black is not a nationality. And you understand what I'm saying? You do all of that. See, all of that is geared towards this utopia. And so this is where I agree with the racists. Shit. But it's true. This is when, you be like, you see, if I could trust you motherfuckers over here, I'd be over there with you. But I know I can't trust you. You clearly telling me you don't like me. So why would I be going over there simply because I don't like this shit over here either? you know, training the people that women are God and all of that. Like I'm not with that. They could be goddesses. You know what I mean? But if you got so much penis envy that you running around telling people, like I could go take you to my page, man. I could just scroll, just hit the refresh, just scroll it. So to show you, I didn't set it up. Just scroll the fuck down, and you can see the woke community. And you would honestly understand what they promote. I got a page strictly set up just for the woke community. And a lot of them don't even know they woke. Or they didn't know what they were promoting, but then when they seen what they were promoting, they was good with it. The females didn't care because it was already promoting feminism. So why they care? And then the ones that look like you, sound like you, remember, they still down with that team over there and they competition with them. So they throw in their little indirect things, excusing that and leading you in that direction. So I call him out on all of that. I told you I don't play sides. I agree. The woke community with I agree with the racists. The woke community is going to be the downfall of America. I agree. But then I gotta go, hey, but you asked for that. Here it is, even down to the last, you don't wanna give. You don't want to strengthen that bond. So they're gonna keep softening over here till this whole thing collapses. They're gonna keep making this side weak and gathering all of that based off of the toxic quote unquote strength of this, and you'll see. You'll see. You don't, and I'm gonna get into all of this in a second. Because there's something else I want to get into in this. I'll get into in a second. Right. So anything I'm just saying is, this is talking to the working class, but this is how he's saying that they are attacking in every classroom, every county, every police station, every company, and with every illegal vote. Their agenda is bringing America to its knees. Colin Kaepernick. Now, I could be reading into that last part, but I truly doubt it. Not the way the flow that everything else went. I'm willing to do whatever it takes to return this country back to its former glory. You don't think of like Denzel Washington glory when you hear that? You don't think about that? Seriously? The voiceover says, as Majewski is shown holding a rifle. I'm willing to do whatever it takes to return this country back to its former glory. He said in the voiceover, as shown holding a rifle. And so you tell me that everything that I put in the red, I'm imagining. I'm imagining that these key phrases are being said. I'm just imagining that. I'm not a writer. I don't know, placement and understanding what they mean when they're being placed. Now I don't know that. I don't know that. I'm just a retarded black dude who who, been to president and all of that stuff. Don't listen to him. You know what I'm saying? That's why I put all my criminal shit out there. That way, if you trying to shut me down with that, that's not gonna happen. Like I don't have no shame in that. I don't have no rape. I ain't never snitched. I ain't got rainbow activities in me. So none of these things you could put on me. You see what I'm saying? So I'm good. Anything else you say on me, trust me, there's going to be a rebuttal when you might not want to kick that bear. Cause I'm willing to. I really want to. I really want you to kick it so we can, show you how the legal system really works. So be careful when you thinking you're gonna approach me on some stupid shit. Legally, as far as like trying to, make me look bad and say, oh yeah, but he did this, or what about this case? Any one of those cases with me, I want you to bring up. I want you to bring up them cases. Like I swear. I want you to bring up them cases. Oh shit. Okay. Newsweek contacted Majorski campaign for comment. Majorski isn't the first politician to be criticized for featuring firearms in his political ads. Now this is where about this, this is real. This is what I mean about triggers and setting people and to go off and do things. And so you got to understand what is being said in people's speeches and the things that react after. Pay attention to this. After Democratic former Arizona U.S. Representative Gabriel Giffords was shot in the head on January 8th, 2011. Media outlets reported that Sarah Palin's Political Action Committee had circulated. Right? Pardon me. I'm going to take it from the top with that one. After Democratic former Arizona U.S. Representative Gabriel Giffords was shot in the head on January 8th, 2011. Media outlet reported that Sarah Palin's Political Actions Committee had circulated a 2010 flyer showing Guilford's political district as one of 20 districts, um, dem- um, Democratic districts with rifle crosshairs printed on them. Understand what I just said, okay? Let me move myself just in case I ain't giving it in clarity. After the Democratic former Arizona U.S. Representative Gabriel Guilford was shot in the head on January 8th, 2011, media outlets reported that Sarah Palin's Political Actions Committee had circulated a 2010 flyer showing Guilford's political district as one of the 20 Democratic districts with rifle crosshairs printed on them. We're on Sarah Palin's targeted list, Guilford said in an interview after the map's release. The things that the way the thing is that the way that she has it depicted as the crosshairs of gun sight over our district. When people do that, they've got to realize there are consequences to that action. Rest in peace. These are her words. The thing that is the thing is that the way that she had it depicted as the crosshairs of a gun sight over our district. And when the people do that, and when people do that, they've got to realize there are consequences to that action. This is said by the lady who got killed. And she's saying it before she gets killed. And she's explaining imagery and who you are triggering with that imagery. You see, every imagery is different. I explained, I don't know if I took the time really, but yesterday I said pay attention to the snake earrings when what's her name? Ashley was talking to the young lady about, her sexual preferences or whatever the thing may be. Just pay attention to these things. And I said I'm gonna get into that later. But triggers, triggers, spells. What is spells? Spells is the repeating of certain words or phrases. So you could be put in a spell and you don't even know it. Yeah. And then when you hear certain things, you are put in that trance. And so they could tell where you came out of based on those things. That's why you're supposed to be elusive. And you avoid being in that spell. But, you know, but just understand, man, that like this is real, man. That's why you don't play with that. And you don't and if you're aware, you're gonna call that shit quick. However, this is where the insult comes in, right? Investigators found that the man who shot Giffords had begun focusing on her as early as 2007. Okay. We don't doubt that. That's not the where the trigger kicks in. Your interest could be in anything. If you into politics, of course the trigger is because you're gonna know the person, whatever, regardless. In a September 2020, no, okay, my fault. He also had no clear political affiliation, and the Washington Post reported at that time. Now, here's my problem. It said no clear. You didn't put it on the table anything. We Why you don't let us cipher through like the white boy when he shot Cameron up in Pittsburgh. They told you, oh, he was affiliated with the Aryans and the Nazis or whatever, right? They told you that shit. So I mean, let us say if what political party clearly. I mean, sure, it could be loose, but you know what direction is leading. Unless you like me, I don't have one. I truly don't. Don't have one. I mean, none. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I already know what it is. In September 2020, Facebook post, Green shared an image of herself. Again, understand this and look who's doing this. Okay? 2 times now. Okay? Holding a gun next to a picture of 4 Democratic Congresswomen of color who made up the House's progressive group known as the Squad. Right? You got Miss Cortez out of New York. You got Miss Omar out of Minnesota. You got Miss Presley out of Massachusetts. And you got Talib out. I'm hoping I'm saying the last one correct. Out of Michigan, right? Like you see, I got the ladies in the green, red, black, and green here. All right, that's where the money at right now. We got to support the ladies. You know what I'm saying? If they holding it down, and if this is what they got to go through when the shift goes over, I told them like, don't abandon black. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't give a fuck. I tell people the shit from I went through with my moms. Shit. I probably ain't supposed to be here because that's the first person who tried to bump me off. You know what I mean? To even my son's moms. You know what I mean? So I never gave up on black. You know what I mean? I'm not one of them people that is ever gonna give up on black. You know what I mean? I could be disappointed in us. And people can be disappointed in me. You know what I mean? But I'm never, ever, ever, you know what I mean, gonna give up on black. And that means that as long as you not trying to harm me, I'm not never trying to harm you. I could hate you and you might feel that I want to kill your ass, but I don't got that kind of energy. Not for my people. You know what I mean? I just realized we got so much hate in us that you just got to avoid them. That's it. But I'm not gonna give up. So that's why you always see, and I put it out there. Like, look at all the hell I went through within my community, within my own personal life, not just even the community. But I won't give up on the people. You know what I mean? That's why, when I put up the brother Trayvon stuff here, you know what I mean? It's genuine. You know that, like, this is what I really love, the people. You know what I mean? So Facebook removes Green Post for violating its policies against violent threats after the squad member Omar tweeted, posting a photo with an assault rifle next to the faces of 3 women of color is not advertising, it's incitement. There are already death threats in response to this post. So, to act like the Sarah Palin thing is nothing, to act like when they put those certain targets on you and not letting the people know that's a target. That's why you got to be ready to give it up in the same way. Once you see them playing you and trying to mark you, okay, say less. It's on. So you always walk in the door with a level of peace, but you know that that's not going to work. Like I tell people all the time, right? Name something that's just straight tranquil. Prove to me something tranquil. Because the planet itself defends itself through, ozone layers and all of that from asteroids and all of that that attacks the planet. It even has a moon, right, that um takes a lot of the hits itself, right? You have asteroid belts. You got to worry about getting over here. You got comets and things that could hit this planet every second. Not just what's happening on the planet itself knows it's at war within the universe. So it's set up to defend itself. Just think about that. Think about something in this universe that you keep talking as tranquility, and I've never seen it. Everything knows to be on defense. There's life, there's death. So you inciting people, and nobody says nothing. So nobody looks at Sarah Palin and her movement and all of them Republicans laying down a certain law. Feels clannish. Feels like the hood's about to come out. I don't know. That whole system over there looks like, I don't know. But I do know. I know. I know. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, listen, that's some ill shit to do. So here go somebody, gone. Nobody wants to hold nobody responsible. But here it goes. Somebody else get put in that same situation. They call it immediately. And so, yeah, we going to take this down. But you already got people approaching them. Let's see what we got here. We got like 4 minutes before this break. Okay. GOP Arizona Gov argues it's better to have a white nationalist in office than a Dem. Pardon me, brother Trayvon, real quick. Come on, man. Let me give me a hard time there. Oh, uh, this is Talking Point Memo. GOP Arizona Gov argues it's better to have a white nationalist in office than a Dem. Okay? So it ain't me. It's just what it is, homie. Overton window dragged to hell. I don't know what the hell that is. I don't think that's supposed to be like that, right? Anyway, on Tuesday, Arizona Governor Doug Ducey, Republic, I think I'm saying his name right, defended his independent exped. I don't know. Spending half a million. What the hell is this? Is this right? Nah, this can't be right. I'm sitting there like, nah, that can't be. What the hell is this? Um. Oh no, probably don't know what it is. This is a short article. My fault. My fault. Okay. Defends his independent expenditures, spending $500,000 to support far-right Arizona State Senator Wendy Rogers, right? Who cozies up to white nationalists and spews white nationalist talking points in the 2020 election against her Democratic opponent. Right? Bring this back because I know I was wilding out here. I wrote what happened here. I think it's that right there because I don't know how to Overton window drag to hell. Yeah, I don't. I caught this off a clip, but this was like a real something that just came through, so I didn't know. Um, like this part right here. I think that was the headline. But anyway, on Tuesday, Arizona Governor Doug Ducey, Republican, defended his independent expenditures, spending $500,000 to support right wing Arizona State Senator Wendy Rogers, Republican, who cozied up to white nationalists and spewed white nationalist talking points in the 2020 election against her Democratic opponent. The reason why I was doing that because I'm checking the time and I got under a minute left, so I didn't want to be talking, going to the break. But it's just this right here. We'll talk about this when I come back. It's nothing really. Dosey made it clear he still stand by the cash boost, telling reporters that he's proud of what Ware's been able to accomplish, and she's still's better than her opponent, Felicia French. The Republican governor said. I don't know this, you know. So basically, in a way, you just like put words in his mouth. I don't know. That's just what it sounds like. But we can get back. Peace, peace. Yeah. Also wanted to talk to y'all. I'm gonna get back to the Trayvon Martin right in a second. I just want to just finish this part up right here where it says, and she's still better than her opponent, Felicia French. So my thing is, because I was just pondering as we went on the break about that, and I'm like, yeah, you basically on some, it don't matter. Like, I'll take anything over them. And you already invested your money, right? And you agree with it. That's what I mean. Like, they buckling down. Like, you ain't getting apologies out of the Republicans. They just buckle down. Like, this is what it is. It's just what it is. Handle. You know what I mean? It's a union over there. It's a union, a strong union. Strong, strong union over there. Grand old party. Strong union. You know? Let me bring up some Trayvon Martin here, brother. You know? R.I.P. Trayvon Martin. I'm my fault. I'm bring this up. It says Trayvon Martin was murdered on this day in 2012. This is his name. Then asked the politicians why cops have killed 2% more people than all mass shooters in 2018. Trayvon Martin is still making America confront its original sin. Who else we got up here? Okay, tonight at 7, sign up to honor Trayvon Martin and the 10th anniversary of his death. Okay, host a conversation, embracing revolution. with AD Mike, associate. Okay, peace. Might look into that. Ben has always been a fighter for justice, to shine the light on things that are not right, said Leon Russell, chair of the NAACP. 10 years later, LeBron James reflects on Trayvon Martin's death, call to activism. Dwayne Wilson on Walton. You got the Prince symbol. That's the Prince symbol. I met Prince when he was using that symbol. He couldn't give me an autograph. It's real. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. A lot of people might have met Prince. I met Prince, man. Literally like this. Literally talking to Prince just like this. And I'm easy going and shit. Asking her, yo, let me get an autograph and shit. Like I can't. You know what I'm saying? I'll just tell you the story, because, both the brothers are gone. I only got a pleasure of meeting one, you know what I mean? So I'll tell you about Prince. Um, I was working in Barnes and Nobles in Atlanta, right? And up in Buckhead. And Prince would, I guess he was doing what you call like 24-hour notice shows. Like where he just popping in town and you get the tickets and he doing the show the next day type shit. He rocking out like that. Prince was official, like I don't know no dudes who was giving it up like that. You know what I mean? Like literally was coming in town saying, yo, I'm doing the show tomorrow. You want to get down, get on it and sell out. So, I had a pleasure of meeting Prince around this time. You understand what I'm saying? So he came into Barnes and Nobles, and I was dating a young lady, there at Barnes and Nobles at that time as well. So we I'm sorry, I'm looking at okay. Anyway, right, we in 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 Barnes and Nobles, right? And now I worked in shipping and receiving, so I'm always like in the back. I'm a rough dude, so I'm always in the back. I ain't really with cash registers and all that shit. I want that type of responsibilities. So to go rogue, you try to blame me, I'm popping off on you. That's it. You ain't blaming me. I ain't got those tendencies, and I don't want, you know what I mean? And I had a lot of experience where I just didn't have good experience with, the way people come at you. Anyway, so the young lady I'm with, she worked inside the music department, and and Prince comes into the music department. I just happened to be there talking to her when Prince come in. So I'm like, oh shit, that's that's Prince. Yo, real talk. But like I always like had like a very relaxed type of approach to things. So like I always been able to like maneuver. You know what I mean? So when I met Prince, it was just like that same natural thing. It was like, oh, I was like, yo, what's good? Like, how you doing? And we was talking, and inside of that, because he was looking for some CDs, and I remember me and my young lady at that time, getting the CDs. And we like, yo, you know what I'm saying, talking. But we groupie it to ourselves. But it was a lot of people, famous people, that came through that specific Barnes and Nobles. You know what I mean? So yeah, a lot of people. So he's there, and I'm like, so I turn around, I'm like, I said, yo, can I get an autograph? He was like, I can't. You know what I'm saying? I was like, why not? He was like, he said, the symbol thing. I said, oh, I get it. I said, okay. I said, no, actually, I'll be honest with you. I asked him, could he do? Could he draw that out? I said, so you can't draw the. He was like, nah. I was like, all right, that's cool. You know what I mean? But the thing is, the way he was, he didn't come at me on something like, "Yo, get this fucking asshole away from me" type shit. It was just like, he had the security dude, like he had this like big, black dude there and shit. And the dude, like I guess like he had like Prince's like credit cards and stuff like that. So he, do the credit card things and whatever. But yeah, Prince was there. He had on. I don't want to be like everybody else and say it, but yeah, he had on the flats with the heels. He had on the heels and shit. He was still a short dude, even with the heels on. You know what I'm saying? But he was a cool dude, man. He was a real cool dude and shit. Prince, he definitely on my list of people. Him, two of my most felt like welcomed people that I met just off the whim is him and Al Pacino. Real talk. You know what I mean? Al Pacino, I met him out in Bridgeport when they was doing the 50 Cent, cause I met 50 Cent up there. I met but 50 Cent is different. Um it was really what's the other dude? De Niro. But De Niro wasn't like Al Pacino. Literally, we was in the street, it was night, right? And we was going over there because I knew somebody else who was actually, it was like a club, restaurant, but it was built within a bank type of thing. So like if you see the club scene in what's that damn movie with 50 Cent? Something with an R. It was anyways with Robert De Niro, Al Pacino, and 50 Cent. And you see the club scene and you see the like it's like a bank vault. Well, that's I know somebody who worked inside that club. So we used to go over there. And when I was leaving from around there, Al Pacino had just finished his shoot. So I was like, oh shit, but he was leaving. So I was like, yo, Pacino. And I was hollering at him like, damn, but he was pulling off. Yo, he literally stopped the car. This is my word, man. This is my word. He stopped that car. I got the picture on, I want to say, like, the hell is that shit? Like, MySpace or one of them shits. Like, it's some old shit. This is how back that was. But anyway, he stopped that limo. Like, he was already like a half a block up. Stopped the limo, got out, called us over, took the picture, the whole nine. Like, yo, Al Pacino is probably one of the realest. Like, really, man. Like, he stopped. Like, he didn't have to do that. I met Martin out there. He was filming was that College Road Trip. So I mean, this is when Connecticut was really getting a lot of them, good shots because like they was doing something with the like they was like with the filming industry, they was like giving mad breaks out there. So it would be a lot of places they was acting like they was somewhere else. They was still filming like in places like Connecticut and shit. Always been in the film, so this is why I know a lot of that stuff. But anyway, yeah, these are the people that I just offer that genuineness. Like he literally, like you hear stories of people. I can say, nah, he literally stopped that limo, got out, took the picture. Like he even let me, try to get my camera right. He's like, "Nah, don't worry about it, get it right." You know what I mean? The whole nine. So, I mean, I met a lot of people, but those two, like, I just got to give it to him. I got to give him. I got to give that up for him. Prince, because he just big. Well, they both big and they right. Prince, that's like Michael Jackson big, man. That's like, you know what I mean? To see somebody, it's just so relaxed, and he just seeing you just so relaxed, like he looking at you, like at first somebody might look like that, I don't know, but then he just seeing you, like I'm leaning on the thing, just talking to him and shit. He like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? That was a beautiful moment, man. You know what I'm saying? Because Prince, no offense to Mike, I always been a Prince fan. Outside of the I only remember the color because that shit fucked my head up when he came out with them goddamn the cut off cheek pants. That shit fucked me up, man. I was mad at him. But outside of that, you know what I'm saying? Prince has always been, the I don't know, that dude. You know what I'm saying? He made for me, he made more music. He controlled it. He wrote, played. Prince was that dude, man. Like, I'm sorry. I know people fuck with Mike because they grew with him. I just think, Prince was a fucking talent. Like, he was something different, man. He was he bugged out. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm saying that based off of that fucking pants shit. But outside of that, man, yeah, those are my dudes right there, man. Um, I just wanted to give something, like a memory as wild. I'm thinking about Trayvon, and I'm like, I wish I had, some memories of the brother. I don't, you know what I mean? So, you know, and I seen the part where, Prince, it was a symbol of Prince came up. So I want to give y'all that. Oh, let's see what else we saying about the brother here. Judge dismissed George Zimmerman's lawsuit against Trayvon mother's parents. That was highly disrespectful to even have that in court. You know, the mother of Trayvon Martin used the fifth anniversary of her son's death Saturday to urge those who sought justice for her families to continue to fight. And we will. Anytime Black Lives Matter. No, New York Times. Trayvon Martin and athlete activism 10 years later by Team MBS Zachariah Draves. I'm sorry if I'm saying that. The voice of one. CBS Austin. The mother of Trayvon Martin. Okay, yeah, I read that one. Oh, let me bring up this. I had saved one of my Quay. This fucking prick here. You know what I mean? Hold on. I want to bring him up. Show you this prick right here. Oh, it was good to the one viewer I got on on Twitch. You know what I'm saying? I need a follower. If you were to follow me and shit, you could give me like some some love. I just started streaming on it, so hold on. Where we at? My fault. Um, all right. Let me go to my Quay. I'm gonna bring this up, all right? You see what this says? 10 years ago, Trayvon. Oh, wait a minute. Let me bring it back up again. My fault. You know what? I gotta make it last longer. Let me hold on. Forgive me. Let's make this. All right. Okay. Then let me go back over here. Send this dude up. Okay. It says 10 years ago, Trayvon Martin fucked around and found out. JT Starling is his name. All right. Now, hold on, let me bring it up in the on this screen as well. All right. So this is the guy, right? He goes, so you know I'm not fucking with you. Says 10 years ago, Trayvon Martin fucked around and found out. And this is what he puts up. Was shot and killed while walking home from a trip to a convenience store by George Zimmerman, who was acquitted under Florida's stand your ground law. Right? This is his approach. 10 years ago, Trayvon Martin fucked around and found out. I just want to make sure y'all see that. You know what I mean? I may make sure, like, you know, I don't want you to be thinking that I'm making stuff up. I don't know this dude. Um, JT Starling. I don't know him. This is just in my quay. You know, because it came up earlier and I doubted that I would, you know, see it again. So I said, okay, let me, you know, save that one. I think, you know, the people will want to see that. You know, just in case people think, you know, you just be making stuff up. Like, nah, this is the natural response to things. Right? Sweet little Trayvon Martin. You see this? Soy boy approve burn. Sweet little Trayvon Martin. All right? Now you seen that, right? All right? You know, I'm gonna save that one as well. Make a whole show on him. Him and the other dude, both of those. You know, remember Trayvon Martin. He would be 27. Say his name. Black Lives